3%. Okay, we are in our customized kernel, and there are two files. Let's see. The content is copied from PDF, and yes, is the same. And another file is make file is. So I compile it and link it to the output documents and here, and add this line. This variable called obj-y, and that's all. This is the before of this file, syscall-64.tlb file, and I will modify it here later. Okay, I append two lines, 561 and 562, and this is the two function I append. Okay, so that's all. Okay, we are in syscall.h file, and these two are the two functions I appended, and these two functions is the system call that will be added in after recompile. Okay, this is the syscall hello echo.c file, and I make some mistake. I forgot to change the syscall number, and I just passed it and I forgot to change, so I will just call these two numbers. Okay, and this is the result of the D message, and you can see that these two is from our system call. Okay, hello world and my student ID. Okay, here are the four system call I write it, and let's go for the first one. Syscall test return individual values, and the number 3 here indicates that there are 3 parameters in my system call, and so there are 3 integers, student ID A and B, and I use printk to print in the kernel bring buffer with the 3 inputs. Okay, and the next is the syscall test addition, and like its name, I print the addition of the A and B. Okay, the next is the multiplication, so I print A multiply B. Okay, the final one is syscall test data type, and because of the number of here is 1, so I only have 1 parameter student ID, and I use C built-in function size of to print the 8 size of the data types, and here is my function. Okay, the file is the make file of numerical test, and the only line is this line, and you add this .out file in obj-y, and this means that the kernel will link this .out file in it. Okay, I'm in the make file of the Linux kernel, and this line core-y, I add system call test numerical test in this path. I add this path in here so that the kernel will grab our main file and compile it. Okay, so the next step is to add our full system call onto the syscall-64.tlb file, and at this file, the 550 to 553 is the four system call I added, and it looks same as 2 system call I added before. Okay, so the final step is to add the definition of our full system call in the header file of the system call. So the last 4 lines is the definition of my 4 system code, and just add it into the header file. Okay, this is the syscall numerical.c file I write, and I declare integer A and B. and student ID and put them into the syscall I write, and then print their return value. Okay, here is the return of the system value, and you can see the addition of 10 and 35 is 45, and the multiplication of 10 and 35 is 350, and the others returns 0. The below is the output of the D message in a kernel ring buffer, and student ID, individual values, and addition, multiplication, and the last is the data type, size of the data type.